I'm gonna print with Lego. Why? Well, actually there's multiple reasons. The first one being, it's probably gonna be really fun. I tried to figure out where printing with Lego comes from. Then I found people doing it going back to 2014, so it's been a thing, it's nothing new, it's new to me, so we're doing it. I'm Joy, and welcome to my second video. Okay, so inside the box there were all these tiny packages. They were already organized till I realized that I don't need them to be sorted by color, but sorted by shape. Yeah, I was sorting them into these tiny glass containers, basically mixing them up again. They made this really satisfying sound when I popped them in there. But still, it took forever. So here's a kind of measly shot of the mediocre end result. So here I was really optimistic and I thought, oh, I can use highlighters and this notepad to sketch stuff on the grid. And I looked for references on Pinterest. I saved a lot of like cross-stitch stuff, 2D, very graphic inspiration, just to like get a grasp of what I'm gonna be able to do. Yeah, so here I am doing thumbnails. But I don't know, it wasn't really that inspired, so I just kept doodling until I had a lot of them. Not really sure if I was gonna use any of it. Yeah, I'm struggling a lot with simple graphic design, so I try to do simple ideas, like small ideas, and not get ahead of myself. But yeah, then I decided to throw it all overboard and do something completely different. No, I'm just really impatient, so I started doing stuff. I just grabbed a small Lego plate and started doing something completely random. I don't know if you can tell what it is. Yeah, it's a fish, okay? Not the best fish, but you test stuff, you figure it out, and then you'll get better at it. So yeah, here's my fish, and we're gonna make some test prints, because how else are we gonna figure out if this is actually working? So I'm using this Lino print ink. I don't know, it's just a standard thing that I got, and I don't have any other inks on. It's water-based. I hope it's gonna come off easily from the Legos once I clean it. Then I got this tiny roller thingy. Turns out that it's kind of bent because it was terrible to like distribute the ink. Then I'm using this random paper that I don't really like, so I thought, why not waste it for some test print? It was kind of thick. I know usually for printing you need to take thin paper, so I don't know why I did that. Anyway, let's go. Ah. This is so exciting. Okay, it didn't apply as well as I thought, mainly because my roller thingy was bent, but in the end I managed. Then I realized that I hadn't really figured out how to place the paper, so I kind of struggled to put the fish in the middle. Later on I actually found a solution for that. I'm using a cooking spoon to rub it in to make sure like all the ink applies to the paper. If you have a proper tool, use that, but I don't, so I'm just trying to do the same thing as Lino print. This seems like a great point to tell you to subscribe if you want to support a small artist and if you hope this actually works. Let's see how it turned out. It actually worked. Like, I know it's not the most genius design ever, but can we look at this? It's a fish, and I printed it with Lego. That's so cool. Why am I printing with Lego? This is why. It's inspiring, and if you wonder how it's gonna make you better as an artist, well, maybe it's not Lego itself that's gonna make you better. Exploring things and trying new stuff is. For me personally, this exercise is really like problem solving, figuring out how to get shapes you want with the pieces you have. I feel like I'm learning a lot that I can then apply to my other art things that I do. I decided to make a bug for no reason whatsoever, and I did not check out my thumbnails at all. I was just having fun trying to figure out what I can do with these limited shapes, and I think it turned out kind of cool. Look at it! So yeah, same thing all over again. We got paper, we got spoon, we got a better roller, and this time I'm using thin paper and a bigger roller that is not crooked. And I'm also being smart and applying knowledge that I had but decided not to use previously. By placing the Lego print like in the middle of the exact same paper that I'm gonna use to print later means that I can place it in the middle and then don't have to think about where I place the paper like later on. Now I should be able to put the bug in the middle of the sheet every time I print. Let's print. This is so satisfying. You definitely have to try this. I highly recommend it. There's just something so fun about traditional art. The whole mess you're creating, trial and error stuff, it just feels good. Placing the paper again, then I'm gonna rub it in until you can nearly see the design. Let's have a look. Ooh, it's looking good. This is like super cool. Next, I decided to level up since I've now graduated from, I don't know, beginner Lego print school. I sketched this hippocampi is this fantasy horse creature with a mermaid fishtail. Yeah, I sketched that off camera because I forgot to film because this is my second video and I am new to all of this. The vision is not really coming through in the sketches yet, but for some reason I am confident that I can just go for it and pull it off. And I was super motivated to do so, so I just couldn't hold back. And this is fake footage of me pretending that I'm doing it, because in reality I did it whilst it was already dark and the lighting was terrible. Like, I undid these thingies to put them back to film for you guys, which is kind of pointless since I'm now telling you. Like, I thought it was funny. Anyway, here is the unicorn sea creature that I'm kind of excited about. Yeah, I like it. So let's print. It's funny how you can only tell what it might look like once you covered the Lego in the black paint. Before you're just like, oh, I hope it translates, but you don't really know. Yeah, so we're doing the same thing all over again. Put the paper and press it on. I also want to try print things with colors, so that might be for a future video. And well, that was mediocre. Let's do it again. Look at it! Honestly, this one is so cool. Before we're moving on to the final reveal, thank you for watching, thank you for having me, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Yeah, so this is what I made. I have ugly fish. We're just gonna ignore him. Then we have the bug. I'm not gonna lie, I think I might put that one on. I like it. It's simple, it's a bug, the end. And then we have fantasy seahorse situation. Yep, that's it. Go explore weird stuff. See you next time. Bye.